remember what you truly want. What you truly want is that beautiful connection with somebody, but not overly balanced in the material, and maybe grounded with the spirit. See how that works? The balance actually is here and here, but that would make it out of balance. Okay? Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress, and this is your daily dust for October 18th, Wednesday, if you're watching in real time, but it can also be for whenever you stumble upon it. Just quick message for those of you who come out to see me on Tuesday nights. I might have to reschedule for Wednesday morning or Wednesday night because I'm singing today. So I don't know how long that's going to go or how much energy I'll have left after it. So just wanted to heads up, and I'll try to remember to put something in the community page if it is rescheduled. That being said, today we're using the Hocus Pocus Oracle by V Love and Crystals. So it features the Sanderson sisters and all this hocus pocus energy, and she puts all her decks in these nice little bags, and that way you can always see what it is that you're about to work with. And you know what, this is one that I should color the edges. I need to do that. But they're very colorful, so it's kind of hard to know what color to use. Maybe a purple or orange. Anyway, let's give it a good shuffle and see what we get. So yesterday I used the Hocus Pocus Tarot. So let's continue with our Hocus Pocus energy here. And then we'll go back to Tarot again. Let's see. Okay. Come on now. Give us good ones. Let's see what we have. Master and his wife. Okay, good. Lullaby. And cross trainers. Okay. Interesting. All right. Let me zoom in. Get a nice framed image for you, and then we'll see. We've got two blues, so kind of in that indigo energy. Okay. Now V Love and Crystals, she's not shy about giving both sides of the picture here. She does both positive messages and also reversal type messages. And so here we have, it could be as simple as sort of a misunderstanding, a mistake of communication. I see, though, the master and his wife, kind of an interesting energy here. In some cases, it is a couple that feels very comfortable with each other and feels that is very loving, and it feels like when you're with this person, this is the right person. It could also be you observing a couple that doesn't seem to gel too good together. Like there's something, you can obviously see the obvious codependency between them or something like that. You could be in a situation like that you're trying to break free from. But this could be just an observer kind of view. But I also see the possibility as just it is a happy connection. So V has the words mistaken, bitterness, and nagging. That doesn't always have to be that way, but as you see, like in movies like that, you can see like a complainer, a whiner, somebody who's nagging somebody else. Sometimes in couples, and sometimes it's almost like that energy. It's almost like they thrive on that kind of. It's like a drama. Yeah, they thrive on that drama. It's entertaining to them for them to have this kind of drama with them. So if you're caught up in something like that, then maybe it's a sort of taking a look at this, maybe finding another approach when it comes to speaking with the person that you this to me is for either married couples or people who are like living with each other, who have sort of a husband and wife connection experience. I'm not talking about high level soulmate twin flame types, whether you're living together or not. This is kind of more of the mundane 3D connection, and it's about checking in the way you communicate with each other, okay? So that's either you and somebody, or you're observing this. But I kind of feel like a lot of people could be observing this, and also kind of seeing for yourself, like, what is it that you want? Because what you really want is that love, that connection that goes higher and above just the material needs. Material needs sometimes suck people down into these kinds of silly mini confrontations about daily life things, choices, whatever, and it's not an elevated energy. And I feel like the majority of you, especially my sparkles of light, are looking for a love that has sort of this elevated energy. And the lullaby is kind of beautiful. It could be like some kind of hypnosis, but it can also be some kind of enchantment or some kind of, like luck put upon you, or some kind of magic put upon you. I also see sometimes like these affirmations, and they call them hypnosis videos sometimes, subliminals. Subliminals, I think, is a better word. Hypnosis has sort of a negative connotation, like you're losing your control of your own mind, which can be kind of dangerous. So whenever you do these kinds of affirmations, make sure you read what you are affirming. And, especially if it's in a subliminal, make sure you look and see in this description box if they write out what their subliminal is, or in the transcript section, if they write out what the subliminal is. And if it gels with what you want, to attract in your life, then good, go for it. But beware of like hypnosis or subliminals that may not be on the same track or alignment as you. And sometimes the best way to do it is to create your own and listen to your own voice. But it is a nice thing, to be honest. There is a positive in this, because this thing that you can do at bedtime can help level you up. So here if we have the situation that's sort of material and 3D, and we can raise the vibration through meditation and sort of a affirmation type energy, then I feel like a lullaby represents that. Cross trainers is interesting to me. Ambush, shiny object, stolen property. I feel like this can be kind of a nod to the whole materialism thing, but I also feel like cross trainers is a good energy too, because it makes me think this balance between the spiritual and the material. And what I mean by material in this case is a little bit different than material in this case, where you're focusing on the things that you own and have and everything. The physical material on this side is more of your body and the way you relate to the world physically. And so something that I found really helpful back when I was working out a lot, whenever I got into a place in my head that I was just overthinking, I would go on the treadmill or take a walk, or my workout would help relieve those kinds of thoughts. Not only does it help relieve stress, and it builds muscle, and it's good for your health, but it also helped me relieve the sound in my head, that constant negativity that would go on sometimes. And I would sometimes go on the treadmill and listen to affirmations as I'm walking. So that was kind of an interesting way of approaching that. The energy that I was getting from a connection. Sometimes spiritual connections can be intense like that, especially like if you're in a twin flame situation. Twin flames are there to help you see every side of yourself, and it raises a lot of things to the surface that are sometimes hard to face. And so in order to face them, it's almost like you have to be sort of a warrior and build some strength to face those things. So getting those shoes on and taking a walk. So I'm going to like interpret this a little bit different than the words here. I feel like you can achieve this if you want to. Have a nice, regular, mundane connection with somebody that's like husband and wife, if you choose, and that's fine, the day in, day out. But I feel like you're in a situation where you are moving to a higher level, and your spirituality won't allow you to have this just plain mundane type of materialistic type of lifestyle or connection with somebody. You have to be in a higher, and you feed yourself with these positive messages and this positive energy and this evolved state that you're in. It's like you can't go back to that, but in order to work with the physical realm, it's good for you to do physical things. You can stay in touch with the earth in lots of ways. So spirit is kind of, I think, cosmic and sky energy, but spirit can also be earth energy. So connect with both the sky and the earth and do the physical things of the earth that are beautiful, like being in touch with nature. You don't even have to put your shoes on. Step outside barefoot and absorb some of that earth energy. That's called grounding, and it's really good for you, and it helps your joints, and if you feel inflammation anywhere, being outside barefoot can be very helpful. And I don't know about you guys, but we're having glorious weather in Houston, so this is a great time to do that. Weather permitting, I suggest you guys try that sometimes. And just being in touch with the energy of the outdoors can be very helpful in soothing that desire of material, that desire of the physical, until you can actually have some of that. But I don't overdo it, right? It kind of gives me, like, this one kind of gives me devil energy, because some, like, codependency, like overdoing, like the keeping up with the Joneses and having the material possessions and going through life in such a material way. It's remember what you truly want. What you truly want is that beautiful connection with somebody, but not overly balanced in the material, and maybe grounded with the spirit. See how that works? The balance actually is here and here, but that would make it out of balance. Okay? Does that make sense? If you have any comments, I love you guys' comments. Yesterday's comments were very helpful, and when you comment, it really does clue me into what's going out out there in the collective. So I appreciate your comments, and I look forward to reading them. And if you want to come see my live, I might be on tonight, but most likely I probably will either postpone it for tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon. So you guys can also comment and let me know when's a good time to go live with me. What's your favorite time? And I'll talk to you guys later. Faith, Trust, and Pixie Dust.